to the first reading of the Great Scroll of BANCIAO. Well, let's get started, shall we? The foreword to the Great Scroll of BANCIAO, second edition. After distributing the first edition of the Great Scroll of BANCIAO, we promptly ran out. Hence, the second edition. Never in the history of the universe has been anything quite like the Great Scroll of BANCIAO. While scroll scholars tend to agree that the Great Scroll is indeed a scroll, not all readers agree or indeed understand the contents. But the very special thing about the Great Scroll is whether they understood it or not. It sure got people talking. It was without trepidation that we engaged in several conversations about the possibility of preparing a second edition of the original text. The only question remaining was, when? After much ponderation, we decided that the best time to prepare the second edition was now. So here it is, now, and the Great Scroll of BANCIAO wrapped into one. Please enjoy Zoroaster. The following is a little message from the great Noam Chomsky, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, letterhead. It says, Dear Trista, February 9th, 2005. Just a quick note of thanks for the Great Scroll, which, the way life works, I'll have to put aside for now, along with just about everything else that arrives in a deluge. Glad to hear that things are working out well in Taiwan. Sincerely, Noam Chomsky. Bing, next page. Next page is a chart signed and enchant. Stamp. Old-fashioned Chinese stamp. It's my name stamp, Trei Shi Hua. That's my Chinese name, anyway. And it's stamped by Trista de Genova, MST, Oxford University, Executive Administrator of the Scroll Management Team, Department of Administration Department, Radio BANCIAO HQ, Taiwan 106. So this is the afterword to the foreword of the introduction. Our team of scroll scholars has requested the addition of a few cryptic words of introduction. We want to contextualize the ascent of the scroll within the locality of the modern history of reconsciousness, as well as describe a few real-time events that have occurred since the telepneumatic creed arrived that fateful moment in a smoky, run-down BANCIAO apartment. Gentle readers are encouraged to light a candle before they read the scroll, as is affectionately known. It can also make but very distracting yet light reading in the metro. Inuk Tuzan, for one, missed his bus stop and ended up not getting off the bus until he'd finished. Inuk says, I didn't get off until I finished. The Great Scroll has also come to serve as a divination tool at soirees where intellectuals congregate in various states of dress and decor. Readers may use the scroll to pose a question on any issue, no matter how trivial or pressing, and get a deeply philosophical answer by randomly opening the scroll copy to any page. It's really quite extraordinary. Check it out. Some scroll sections, such as the torture show, seemed scarily omnipresent in 2005. The year torture has become, by all means and appearances, internationally sanctioned, even institutionalized. The disposability of journalists and the cartoon-like myriad of ever more bizarre methods of torture employed in perpetuity for the purpose of elections describes the American public's reaction when, as unexpectedly as the Spanish Inquisition, modern-day uber-totalitarianism reared its ugly head. This passage has to thank our dead benefactor, Monsieur Foucault, and a telepathic conference that took place within the unconscious of our teacher, Monsieur Baudrillard. As a historical note, the scroll's first outing came to a select few private collectors 2 weeks ago. Oh, it's 2 years ago, excuse me. Noam Chomsky, Dario Fo, Kurt Vonnegut, Terry Jones, City Lights Bookstore, and others. The scroll marketing team, run by deadbeat poets, decided unilaterally to follow Bukowski's advice from beyond and hired a team to arrange a 136-country tour and recruit actors and musicians to perform these pieces around the world. Ask a local bookstore owner about when the tourists are coming. www.rentacrowd.com. Finally, it is interesting to note that in the past few years, the word okay has successfully entered the vocabulary of the Taiwanese-speaking people. Bonne lecture, Trista di Genova, MSc, Oxford University. This is the foreword to the Great Scroll of BANCIAO, 2nd edition. After distributing the 1st edition of the Great Scroll of BANCIAO, we promptly ran out, hence the 2nd edition. Name it. Oh, we already read this. Sorry. How do we? Okay. So there you go. That's introduction to the introduction of the Great Scroll of BANCIAO. Hope you have enjoyed it. Please do subscribe, like, and share if you're a big scroll fan. Thanks.